Yes. Welcome, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning, you guys. Hey, you've joined. If you're just joining us right now, you've actually joined Everyday People, the Pacifica chapter. And my name is Cindy with my lovely guest today, Ashley Filimoeatu. And I know maybe some of you guys are probably wondering where Lynn is. We're wondering where Lynn is too. But you know what? Sending out a lot of love and encouragement and positive vibes to our wonderful Lynn Katoa, who is out today. But it's me. Just me and you, Ashley.
Just us.
How are you doing?
Great.
You know what? Thank you so much for responding to, and just getting set up to come on our show this morning. I was checking out, the Mana Strongman that you're currently part of. But before we get to that, if you're just joining us for the first time, this is just a podcast that we decided to throw together and something fun that we're doing for the community. We're not nonprofit and we're not for-profit. I don't think it's just something that we decided to do for the community. Yep. And guess what, you guys? If you guys have been following us, we had another host who has decided to step away from the limelight, and that's Crystal. And Crystal's related to our guest. Tell me, you know what? Listen, I text Crystal and I'm like, oh my gosh, I love your video. But I'm like, I think your cousin's coming on our show tomorrow morning. And no, you know Crystal, yeah?
Yeah, the planter, that's my sister. I'm glad she recommended us coming on here to talk about Mana. So.
Gosh, I totally miss her. How's she doing?
She's doing great.
Yeah.
She's at home or at work right now, but she's doing her own thing, like usual. Doing her own thing.
You know, I'm sure she's doing wonderful because she works with all those plants. Gosh, I love it. But, we talked a little bit before the show started, and you're sort of a planter yourself, yeah?
Yeah, not as good as she is, but all my plants had to move to work, though, because they're toxic to cats and dogs. So.
Oh, well, we talked about that, too. But we totally miss you, Crystal. You're always welcome to come back. But, I think with this, what we like to do on Friday mornings is we like to touch on a lot of events that are happening throughout the community. Mm-hmm. And so far, right now, we have one in the community happening this afternoon, and that's the Voyager 2025, hosted by the Levi's.
Yes, that's it.
I think it's their third annual.
Yeah, it is.
Have you been?
I have. I went last year for the first time, and I absolutely loved it. Seeing the Polynesians branching out in businesses and then connecting, and then just the whole Shark Tank thing where the kids are up there pitching ideas, I thought was wonderful. So
Gosh,
I'm really glad.
That's a well put together, program.
It is.
It's the Voyager again. It's happening this afternoon. I'm thinking that there's a flyer or something up on our screen right now. But you can also go and search them at Voyager.com, I think.
I believe so.
Yeah, we'll get the information out, but even go onto our page. I think we shared some of or just Google them. Yeah. And you'll find them. But I think it's an event for Polynesians, but I've seen some individuals out there that are outside of the community that are maybe interested. Yeah.
And then they also feed you before the event, and then you can network. Yeah. And they're also giving money away every hour or so. Yeah. So it's a great event. If you can show up, you should.
Yeah. I'm probably going to show up a little bit late. I have a wedding that I'm going to attend to this afternoon as well. So shout out to my nephew, Stanford Satini, and his beautiful wife.
Nice.
But, if you don't have anything to do and maybe you're wanting to start a business and you don't really know how to maybe start that, there's going to be a ton of what they call, is it leaders? I think, the vendors.
The Voyagers? I forgot the term that they use for it.
Sharks.
There you go.
Well, you got the sharks, right? But then you have, you're going to have a ton of other businesses there that have already started their business that you can actually go around and visit with.
Pick
and
their
talk
brains.
To. So there's a ton of them from, I think from mortgage to real estate to maybe life insurance, things like that. So just come on over and check that out. It's going to be over at the Zions building this afternoon. But yes, that's going to be a great one to attend. Also tomorrow we have this fun bowl of turkey for a turkey.
That's
do you bowl?
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, it's not bowling an actual turkey, but if you go...
Oh, that's what I thought it was.
I
was
did
like,
too. I really did.
Like, do I keep the turkey after?
I'm like, that's so gross. You're going to have to clean up the whole lane and everything. But it's not, you guys. It's an actual, like when you bowl, like when you do a strike, I think that's what it's called.
It's called a turkey, yeah.
So, you know, why don't you come out if you don't have any, if you're still looking for a cause to donate to for the holidays, it's giving time. You know, and you want to have fun at the same time. We did have a similar event last year, and it was for the entire community, and it was a good turnout. And there's a lot of people out there that like to bowl.
Yeah.
So you should go out there. And you said you'd never tried it.
I've thrown frozen turkeys at pins. That's what I thought you meant. As I said, but I can also bowl turkeys.
What did you say?
When you said turkey bowl, I thought you meant like you're actually throwing a frozen turkey at pins. I have done that. So that's what I thought it was.
You actually like bowled a turkey?
Yeah.
Come on now.
It's like turkey bowl.
Well, you guys,
literally turkey bowling.
We're really not bowling an actual turkey. So come on over, you guys. That's going to be sponsored by The Plug, who's also powered our podcast this morning. Sponsored by The Plug, and all the turkeys that you win are being sponsored by Mitsubishi.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So if you guys have any information on that, please go on to onto our page, and you can get all that information there. So yeah, that's happening, and I think that's it. Next week is Thanksgiving.
Wow,
is
next
week Thanksgiving? Oh, sorry. And with that, what I'd like to do is just kind of, Thanksgiving's coming. Is there anybody that you maybe want to shout out? As far as, who you're thankful for, before we go into a break.
My mom, all her sisters, family, friends, everybody that's important to me. You know who you are.
I love it.
Yeah.
I think as you get older, you really start realizing that nobody else, your family, and shout out to my children. I love them. Yeah. I hope you guys are watching. But shout out to my children that have, been there. I'm so thankful for you guys. Mm-hmm. Mom loves you guys. And, I'm thankful for my husband, and just want to send a lot of good vibes out there to everybody, and I hope that everybody has a great Thanksgiving. We do have another show next Friday talking about mental health, so be sure to watch out for that. Good. But for now, I think what we're going to do is just maybe go on a break.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to go on a break, you guys. We love to showcase our music artists on this show. So in the meantime, why don't you guys go ahead and click like and share, because when we come back, we're going to talk to Ashley Filimoeatu about the Mana Strongman competition happening next month.
Yes.
Right? All right. Click
December
like and share.
6th.
We'll be right back, you guys.
Cause you hanging up my jersey, girl, cause soon I swear I must have met you in a past life. Intelligent and beautiful, plus so fine. Let me spoil you and let that be on me. Pedicure, manicure, swiping with my visa. I'm diving deep up in your interest. I'm covering your secret. It's time by your side, protecting you is overdose. Baby girl, will you hear me call it out to your name? Been with these other girls, but I swear what we got, it ain't the same. Answer your phone and I beep, 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 beep. Flooring the guys while I ski. I'm coming over with a bottle and 2 cups full of trace. Call me a bottle, how I light up the day.
Come on, baby, please, don't you know that I've been waiting? Can't really tell if it's just me that's impatient. I've been up all night thinking of you, baby. I just saw you, but I'm missing you like crazy. Phone ringing, yeah, you got me grinning. Never had a love so strong the way you got me feeling. Oh, want another if it ain't
Welcome back.
We're back, you guys. It was a good warm up.
It was.
I think, yeah. Now you got the jitters out.
Not as nervous, so.
Oh goodness, thank you guys. Sorry, I think it was because we were playing some Aradna, but yeah, we were doing that because she's coming in next month.
December 6th,
Are you
she'll be
excited?
here. It's like,
Are you gonna go?
no, that's the day of the competition.
Oh my gosh, no.
I mean, if I had the social battery, I
Hopefully,
probably
the
wouldn't go
competition's
anyways.
before.
But
Yeah. Well, anyways, I would like to go. I've been a fan
Right?
of hers forever. Anyways, thank you guys again. If you're just joining us again, Everyday People, the Pacifica chapter. My name is Cindy Satini Teo with my lovely guest, Ashley Filimoeatu.
Hello.
And she is an athlete with the Mana Strongman competition, yeah?
yes, I am.
Okay, we're probably going to, after this, just check out YouTube because we're going to take the first part of the interview and we'll just edit it and add it onto this one, and then you'll just get the entire interview in one segment. But thank you again for joining us, and there's just a lot of community events out there that we touched on, so if you have any questions, go on to our page on Everyday People, the Pacifica chapter, both on Facebook and Instagram. But shout out to the plug for powering this podcast this morning. Speaking of the plug, I did want to touch on, again, one more time, the Turkey Bowl tomorrow. So if you guys are still looking for a place to give, and, why not do it while you're having fun, right? And
But you're not bowling
Ashley, we're
actual
not
turkeys.
gonna bowl an actual turkey. Anyways, you guys, again, get that information on our website, or you're probably looking at a flyer right now about it. But next week is Thanksgiving. We gave a couple of shout outs to really important people in our lives. And I think what we're going to do is just let's get to know Ashley.
All right.
Yeah. If you didn't catch the first part of it, Ashley is actually sisters with Crystal, that's the planter. Yes. And, Crystal had been our host for quite some time, and we miss you. Come back. Just kidding. She was amazing. And if you want to catch any of her videos that she was interviewing others in our community, you can catch that on YouTube as well.
Yep.
Yeah. Ash, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Or me.
I've seen you everywhere on IG, and you're like lifting weights and doing all these great things. And the strongman competition and the weights that, and the things that you're doing out there, I'm like, that's pretty cool, for a Pacific Islander female. And I think in talking, you decided, I think, not to maybe go the traditional route and maybe getting married and having kids and whatnot. Yeah.
Yep.
And you did mention that you just moved back.
I did.
Yeah?
Well, 3 years ago. It'll be 3 years on Thanksgiving, actually.
I love that. I love that you just decided, I'm going to go. I'm assuming that maybe you were traveling the country. Maybe?
No, I had to
wanna
get out
know.
of Utah, so I left. It was only supposed to be for like 6 months to a year. Turned into 7, but I loved it. Every minute.
Can I ask where you went?
Connecticut.
Oh, okay.
Another white place.
My daughter's out in Ohio.
Oh, very nice.
I know. Isn't that somewhere out there? Yeah. I've got to go out there too and travel, but I just don't travel that much. Connecticut, huh?
Yeah.
What's the difference between there and here? Other than, of course, your family and
There are a lot of similarities, but the biggest difference was I didn't have any friends and family out there, and that was the whole point in going.
Wow. Wow, just to kind of get away from the noise that you maybe were brought up in.
Yeah, just had to get out for my own mental health, and it was. I have.
How's the culture out there, anyways?
It's actually way more diverse than I had expected. When I first moved out there, I had one of my brothers was out there attending school with his family, and then they moved back a year later, and I stayed. But it is very diverse, more Caribbean, and like Latin communities, but different from Utah, like Guatemalan, Honduran, Chilean, a lot, Puerto Rican.
Cultural shock when you went out there. Maybe?
Yeah, beautiful.
I mean, you're just probably so used to maybe seeing a lot of Polynesians and Balinese.
That was a hard thing. Was there were no? I think I saw one Polynesian that wasn't family, and I just overheard. It was a grandma yelling at her like grandkid in Tongan, and so like I ran over there just to look.
And maybe I'm wrong, I don't know, but I want to say that maybe you come from a family that's pretty strong in our culture and practicing it.
Yeah, especially on my dad's side. Yeah.
Yeah, and growing up in that, let's talk about it, Kate,
Okay.
before we move on to, that's the reason why you're doing this strongman thing. But, let's talk about it because, there may be some other individuals. And when my daughter decided that she wanted to move out all the way to Ohio, I lost it because I just thought, you're not right around the corner.
Right. Yeah.
And I mean, did I raise her up in the culture? No. Do I want to? Maybe, but I don't know if it's just something that's that's happening in this day and age where people like yourself like to just branch out, and knowing like where your family's, and what they've been in our community. I think
I feel blessed that my parents, my mom being the oldest in her family and my dad being the youngest son in his family, they come from...
Your dad's the oldest.
My dad's the youngest. The youngest son. He has a younger sister. But just the differences, like in their, I guess, where they sit as far as siblings. My dad comes from a very strong... culturally ingrained family. So like we got a lot of that growing up, but at the same time, my parents made it a point for us to speak up if we didn't agree with something, which can be seen as I'm being disrespectful to my dad, or like my aunties would get mad if we were doing something that they deemed.
But wasn't that like maybe even when you were younger? You know what I mean? Because we're older now and you don't see ourselves, doing that with our, disrespect with our parents. But, a lot of it I think is from how we were brought up. But when you decided that you were like, I'm going to just step out of the norm, and what my family's been used to doing. And how old were you when that happened?
I want to say it was like more of a dot to dot throughout my life.
And I'm asking this seriously because I want to understand too, because I miss my daughter so much, right? And just wanting to get out there and do this. So,
yeah. So like it started growing up. I've always been bigger. I've always been stronger. So there was always that, oh, you're so strong. Oh, but don't do that. It's too masculine, or you look like a boy. And it's like, I'm fine with that. Like I personally was okay with that. And then as I got older, there were just certain things that I wasn't into that I couldn't openly express. Just because it would be seen as too masculine or like not girly enough. So it took some time for me to figure out what type of person I was, or like my personality, what I loved. And then as I got older, it was like, okay, so by the time I actually left Utah, I had already served a mission. I was active in the church and all that stuff. And it was like, okay, I need to step away and find out me. So like going to Connecticut was scary as hell, but I loved every minute. I went to Chicago, Chicago North Mission.
And you wanted to go back east again.
Yeah, I did. And it was terrifying. But I got asked a lot, was like, well, don't you feel lonely? I'm like, no. Like I have relationships with my family where like, even though I physically had no friends or family, like I never felt alone. And my parents always stressed, like, if you ever need to come back, come back. Yeah. Like, come home, come live with us. So like, get on your feet and then go back out.
That was probably a comforting idea that, whatever happens, I can always
knew that I had that support, no matter what I decided to do. Yeah. And so like, even as I got older and like, I'm not a part of the church anymore, but I still have the support from my parents. Whereas my dad's conversation with me was, I would rather you turn to me for help than to go and find it somewhere else. I'm getting emotional.
Me too. Gosh, turn it off. Just kidding.
But like having that support and knowing that without question, my family would support me or be there for me or cuss me out if I needed it, gave me the courage to stay out there as long as I did. So like your daughter being out there, she'll probably be scared a lot of the times, and so will you. But the person she's becoming is her wildest dreams as of now. So it's a part of the journey. So
And then I'm sure
I have
with
no
that
regrets.
comes like the experiences of like the different cultures.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the foods and the, what culture stands out for the most to you out there?
Jamaican, Haitian, Caribbean, absolutely love it. The food, the culture, the men. It exposed me to a lot of differences, but you see the beauty in all of it as well. Even the ones that I didn't quite enjoy, it was just nice to see the differences.
Yeah.
And like it adds value.
So why did you come back?
Family.
Of course.
Family.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only reason
See,
I
Tess,
came
you can come back.
Give it 7 years first.
7 years. Oh, fine. Jeez. I guess we'll have to go out there and visit her more often.
Yeah, just don't do it during the winter. Ohio
Okay.
winter, don't do that.
Okay.
So-
But so far, Utah's just you're back home.
I'm back
Is this
home.
like where you want to be? And maybe because, you've done all this experiencing and the different, just, finding yourself, maybe it's easier being back because you know who you are. You know
It
what you
still
want.
took 3 years of being back for me to feel
Oh.
nice or like happy. Honestly,
is
for like
that?
the first year, I hated being back. I wasn't the same person when I came back.
Yeah.
So like readjusting to Utah or like finding how I fit in, how I felt I fit in, took a lot of adjustment,
Yeah.
a lot of swallowing my pride and compromising, but also a lot of self-evaluation type therapy-ish stuff.
Including the strong man.
Yeah, that is
in
actually a
itself
big
is,
reason why
yeah.
like I'm happier now. Strongman introduced me. I now have a powerlifting strongman coach. Shout out to Johnny Mazza. Trump. I'm a part of Grit and Grace. They have brought so much more to my life.
What is that? What is that again?
Grit and Grace, they are the powerlifting / strongman team that I'm a part of. So I've been introduced to a lot of misfits that I just absolutely love. I have a low social battery, so like everybody I've met has been perfect. But like again, like they've brought value to my life. So like being back in Utah feels like home. It's a new version of home, so to speak.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, absolutely love them for
Maybe
that.
you're just running into more people that are more open-minded and just
Yeah.
really, I see that a lot of that happening where people are really like, this is about me.
Yeah.
This is about my
And I have no
happiness.
shame in that. Like I don't feel selfish putting myself first because like I will fight everybody. Like give me a
because
chance.
she's part of the Mana Strongman, guys. No.
Like yeah, so it's just I'm learning, adjusting,
Yeah.
and I'm happy to be back in Utah. So.
Well, we have some individuals coming on our show next week to talk about mental health. And I really think that the weightlifting part for Mana Strongman really kind of helps with that, right?
Oh, it absolutely can.
Let's do this real quick, you guys. I'm going to take a quick breather because we got to know Ashley just a tiny bit and just sort of her journey and how it's taking her to this point where she's out there lifting weights and why, because I think, culturally, right? I don't know if that's something that we're used to seeing, with women weightlifters.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
But why don't we do this? Let's take a quick break, you guys. Click, like, and share. Go grab, don't go too far, though, because come back because we're going to talk more about this Mana Strongman that Ashley's part of, and then we'll just keep talking. How's that?
Yeah. Sounds
All
good.
right. See you guys later.
We won't last. They said they're waiting for a fall. You speak a language that is heard only by my soul. Our hearts are fragile, and yes, they have scars. But we know paper will always beat rock. So baby, I'll be fine to wait another day. If distance us apart. I'll be patiently waiting, 'cause I'll steal the moon and the stars. I would take them and paint them with you. Wilted roses fall. Look at what's writing on the wall. Writing on the wall. But love went in and made it out alive. Turned the desert to a paradise. But we both know that our hearts are fragile. And yes, they have scars. But we all know paper always beats rock. So maybe I'll be fine to wait another day. If distance tears us apart, I'll be patiently waiting, 'cause I'll steal the moon and the stars. I would take them and paint them. Your face and smile, those golden eyes, and every little thing about you. So I'll steal the moon and the stars and paint them with you. I'll steal the moon and the stars. I would.
All right, you guys. Welcome back. Welcome back. Good morning. And if you're just joining us for the first time, you have joined us here on Everyday People, the Pacifica chapter. My name is Cindy Satini Te'o with my wonderful guest, Ashley Filimoeatu. I'm vibing with you. I love that. I love your journey and the things that you've gone through, because you know, there's such a huge world out there that a lot of us tend to maybe just get stuck in the rut, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, how did your parents take it? Sorry, we're still talking because prior to the break, we were talking about Ashley just living your life outside of Utah.
Yeah.
You know how I say that? Outside of the planet Utah, guys.
Outside the bubble. There's life outside the bubble.
Yeah. So you come back, you've been here 3 years, and again, anytime that I've looked into weightlifting and those that are in the strongman competitions, like this Mana Strongman competition, the first thing that comes up is the mental strength that you get from lifting, right? And then not only with that, you have the physical strength, right? But the mental strength to me is so important. And why did you decide that, I know this is out of the norm for women to join and lift weights and whatnot. It's usually for men, right?
Yeah.
How did that start? And was mental health maybe sort of, did it attribute to that?
Well, first off, I've always been a tomboy. So like playing physical sports, played rugby, loved it. But I've always been strong. But it wasn't until I got older where accepting that strength or like what my body could do or that I had a bigger body, I had to find a way to feel comfortable or myself in that. And it wasn't always accepted. I don't know if that's the right word to use, but in the Polynesian community, like, girls, I'm talking to you. Girls and women, like, you're strong as hell. We know that. But it's not widely
come and try and grab
out
one of
there
our
to
kids.
Be like, so it's not widely accepted. Just be like, oh yeah, she's strong. Let her flourish in that strength. And for me, like, I loved it. I loved being strong. It's just growing up, I felt like I had to hide it.
Were you the one that they were like, hey, we're moving today?
Yeah.
Ashley, you got to
like,
come
hey,
and
we're
help.
breaking wood. Like, go to the bag.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. But then also, like, I'm also a huge advocate for therapy. So, like, lifting weights, like, it does give you that sense of therapy, being able to go in and do something hard. And so, like, feeling that relief, knowing that I love doing strong things helped me to embrace it and just accept it or be unapologetic about it. Because, like you get made fun of for being masculine or being a tomboy or being stronger than your brothers.
Yeah.
Like, I'll still fight you. But just being able to accept it. And then also, I think for me, it's being an example to younger girls and other women where it's like, it's okay to accept it. It's okay that you're like strong as hell. Like you can still be feminine. You can still feel beautiful in it.
I like that you brought that up because, you know, when but a lot of individuals out there will look at someone like you who's lifting heavy weights, right? And you're more focused on that rather than I want to look cute and I want to be slender and I want to wear these cute outfits or whatnot. You're just like, no, I want to go lift because I need, you know, that mental clarity maybe.
Yeah. It's like that feeling accomplished after a training session does more for me than like being skinny or losing like 5 pounds.
Yeah.
So it's outlook. I mean, it's different for everyone, but for me.
What is it? Can I ask, what does a workout look like? You know, because someone like me, okay, I have not worked out for quite some time, but I'm going through some things. Gosh, give me a break. But, you know, working out for me, like when I am in it, I'm like, okay, I got to drop this much. I've got to, you know, I've got to eat this way. And then in order for me to look a certain way, right?
Yeah.
That's not the thought process when you're like going in to lift weights, right? And what you're doing.
Yeah. So this time around, like I got a coach who actually knows what he's doing. So like having him plan everything out, like my nutrition and programming takes all the thinking out of it for me. So for the most part, I do what he says. But like my training, like I still want to do powerlifting and strongman. So he has incorporated both of those. And it's a lot of work. But I'm still so new to it that it's like baby steps. Okay. Like I'm not lifting any like monster weight right now.
What's the goal?
For me, the goal is to get strong.
Stronger.
But I do have to point out a side effect of that is losing weight or like getting lean. And this is something that like I've clashed with my coach about. Because when I first met him, I was like 230 pounds. I was like, I feel like that's a good goal. I was already at 230, but my body composition was like shit. And so he was like, yeah, no, we're not doing that. And he's like, let's work towards 200 pounds. And then from there, we'll. So
you have to get heavier in order to lift heavier?
No. Oh. That's what I thought. Sorry. But like since getting my coach, like he has explained over and over again, is that I will continue to lose body fat, put on muscle, and get stronger, but still lose weight. And I've known him since June. And like I finally accepted the idea of getting below 200 pounds because I want to focus on strongman. Like my goal now is to get to like 73 kg for like strongman competition weight. Yeah. And I'm still learning so much from him. Like eating, for example, like I'm eating more than I ever have, and I'm losing weight.
That you would have to,
But I used to cry because I couldn't hit my macros. And so like at night, I'm trying to force myself to eat like 8 to 12 ounces of chicken.
And are you doing that more so now because of the competition?
I'm doing it more so now because of my health. That was the reason another reason I got into strongman was because I could feel that my health wasn't where it should be. And so like I did strongman just to see where I was physically. I wasn't shit, just bad. But that was like a turning point. It was like, okay, I have to take this seriously. So that's why I got a coach. And then that's introduced me to all of these other wonderful things. And has finally gotten me on a path where like, I feel well fed. I'm working out. Like I feel stronger. I'm happier mentally, emotionally, and physically. So there's just so many more benefits to training or working out. And strongman just happened to be what I fell in love with.
Tell me about, being a woman and at your age. I'm not going to say what your age is, but,
I'm 41.
And I'm 53, and so what would you advise those that are like looking into maybe going into weightlifting? I mean, I'd really like to try it, but at my age, I'm like, I mean, I get out of bed and it
AJ
sounds
doesn't
like
put a number. Like,
bubble wrap.
Just try it. Like, just try it for fun. Like, just go out and see what you can do. Go to the gym, Sweaty Pig or Valhalla Gym. We meet up there just for women to try the implements. And it's so much fun when we get newbies come in. I mean, I'm a newbie too, but having other Polynesians come in and just try like a log lift or a deadlift for the first time, and then just seeing them realize, oh, I'm a lot stronger than I thought. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so much fun. It's like, oh, I feel like a monster. This is amazing.
Yeah. You know what? Shout out to Norma.
Norma Jean.
Okay, she looks really tiny to me, but
yeah,
she looked like she could lift me. I'm sure.
It's like, yeah, she can.
That's pretty tight. Yeah, I see her doing some stuff out there too.
Yeah, she's the meet director for Mana Strongman, and she is I went to and saw her compete Athena's Arena. Was it last year or this year's? And she was the reason that sparked my interest again in strongman. Like, I saw her compete, and I'm like, I need to get back into that. Yeah. And then she had mentioned to me how she wanted to do an all Polynesian type competition, and since then I was hooked. I'm like, I want to be a part of that in any way that I can.
Is there like a weight class that like different
there
levels?
Are weight classes, but there are also different categories. Like our largest for Mana right now is the novice group, women's, and that I don't believe is divided into weight classes. It's just all beginners are given a chance to come in and compete against each other. But then we have like the open class, the masters, which is like the older group. And then it's just exciting to see how many people, Polynesians, men and women, have signed up. Also, we've got some non-Polynesians that have signed up as well. So we're excited about that.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. And then just seeing everybody. Yeah, that was the goal, was to just introduce as many polys to it.
I follow Sini Fisher.
Yes.
Oh,
Sini,
my
I love it.
Gosh, man.
We're in the same category. Like, she already outlifts me, so I'm just there to have fun. I'm just going to have fun for now.
Yeah, I mean, I really have been following you guys because you guys really do inspire me, seriously. And yes, there was a long point in my life where I worked out a lot and whatnot, but I mean, right now, I just, that for me, and if I can speak for just, the demographic and my demographic, do you have individuals that are in your group right now that are my age and older that do this?
I think I'm one of the oldest right now. Oh, okay. But this is also our first one, so we're hoping to open it up. We even tried
to join it.
Hey, do it.
I'm going to do it.
It's next summer, I think, is what we're trying to plan for, something bigger. I think this time we had tried to do a teen division. We've got Polynesian children that are strong as hell too. It's bring them out, let them lift stuff. Yeah. Might as well.
So let's talk a little bit about the event that's coming up.
Yes.
Next month. And,
December 6th.
Let's talk about the individuals. I think we have a slideshow that we've been sort of showing with some of the athletes that have now joined the competition. Where it's at, date and time and all that good stuff.
Yeah. So December 6th is going to be Saturday at the Valhalla Strength Gym in American Fork. Shout out to Nico and Michelle. Love you guys. They're the owners of the gym. It is an all-day thing because it's such a large group, and there are 5 different events. It'd be 9 to 4. It's a long thing. But we have a lot of great vendors. Food will be there.
Food? Yeah. Okay, I'm there.
Bamos Grill. Just kidding. They're feeding the athletes. We've also got Protein Pack Paradise will be there. It's going to be a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
When polys get together, it's always a good time.
Is this the first one, or this the second one? I think maybe
this is the first Polynesian run. I
think we had a video of people carrying heavy weights down the parking lot and things like
that. So Mile, he trains in, I believe it's in Sandy. They just go and they train in the dark with farmer's carry and yoke and stuff, heavy equipment, just in a parking lot, just to get used to it.
Well, I see all this stuff on IG, on Instagram. So do you want to give them a handle and then where they can find you? And
the athletes that are competing, you can find them through the Mana Strongman Instagram page. All the athletes are slowly being shouted out. So, or just look at the following and you'll see all the athletes that are signed up. I think we have like over 30 people signed up, men and women, Polynesian. So keep an eye out because there's a lot of us pulling up.
You know what? I think I'm going to show up. I love that stuff.
That would be great. Yeah.
I think we're going to show up for sure. You know what? Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You know,
Thank
it
you
was
for having
just,
me.
you know, I can't believe you're sisters with Crystal.
Yeah.
If you guys didn't hear earlier, I was like, you know, I hit up Crystal and I was like, hey, I think your cousin's coming on. No, they're sisters.
Yep.
She's amazing. We
sister.
love her. You know, shout out to her and shout out to Lynn. He's still out there. And thank you so much. And then you guys, if you missed it, again, be sure to visit or come on over to the Voyager 2025 this afternoon with the Levi's, hosted by the Levi's. It's their 3rd annual one.
Yep.
And it's sure to be.
It's always a good time.
Yeah, it's
Network.
a well put together event for those that are really interested in maybe starting a business. There's going to be a lot of individuals there from our community in all different industries. So just come out, get some knowledge. Knowledge is power. And we'll see you there. Yeah. I'll be there late.
Be good.
I'm going to a wedding.
Still counts.
And you'll be there?
Yes.
For sure.
Yes,
all right,
I'm
guys.
going.
You guys remember, please click like and share. It's always a good time here at Everyday People, the Pacifica chapter. Tune in next week as we talk more about mental health. But if you haven't, make sure that you save the date for December 6th.
Yes.
And that's the Mana Strongman competition. It sounds pretty exciting. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Visit them on Instagram and you'll see all of the athletes that are involved. So
check it out.
All right. Do you have anything else you want to maybe, Thanksgiving again is coming up. I know you wanted to shout out your family and anybody in particular. I know are your parents still with us? Sorry. Okay.
Yeah. Like, Mom and Dad, hi, love you.
You're lucky. You're lucky. Yeah, be very, very thankful if your parents are still here. But you know what, you guys, as always, and we say here on Everyday People, please be kind and enjoy this next song. And we're out. I think it's 3 houses down.
Now won't you come on and show me how this night will be. High and I can keep it 100 with you. When the stars align, baby, you know what to do. Tonight, baby, you're mine, baby. Excuse me, miss, but what is your name? The whole night I've been going insane. To brave out the courage and say hello. Oh. Can I get a two-step with you tonight, baby? Baby, let's dance the night away, nice and easy. Steady rockin' vibes in the breeze. Our hearts in the rhythm and our minds at ease. Tonight, baby, I'm gonna make you mine, baby. Now won't you come on and show me how this night will be. I and I can keep it 100 with you. When the stars align, baby, you know what to do. Tonight, baby, you're mine, baby. And when I look into your eyes, you can tell I got nothing to hide. You can see the broken parts inside of me. I know it comes across a little too strong. Baby girl, trying my best and never wrong. For I know my chances with you is fading away. Baby, let's dance the night away, nice